Hello shooters, today's episode of TI Goes to School is the Podavich magazine loader. Okay, periodically I get emails from manufacturers or guys just making new things or whatever, and they want me to review their stuff, and I send them almost the exact same email that I send everybody else. I say, watch my videos, because I will say what's wrong with your product. I'll say what's good about your product. I'll also say what I don't like about your product. And rarely do I have somebody send something to me, but on occasion it does. A couple months ago I got an email from Podavich.com, and they asked me if I'd review a magazine loader for them, and I sent the same email that I send everybody. And then just a couple weeks ago, a package shows up in the mail from Podavich.com, and I'm always impressed right off the bat when somebody sends something to me after the email I sent to them, because that shows me they have confidence in their product and they're willing to accept, the shortcomings of their product. And so I like them automatically. I have to be right up front. He sent me these with no charge. So I didn't pay for these, but I'm going to do a review like I always do. I'll tell you the good and the bad and the ugly. So let's go to a tabletop and look at these things in detail. So this is what showed up in the mail the other day. This is typical Russian type camouflage and construction. And inside of it is a magazine loader for 308 cartridges in the Magpul or Lancer type 308 magazines. So we will do this here in a second, but and here you can see, I can't post a link in the description below or YouTube will slam me, but that is where you order this thing. Podavich.com, it's called the U-Loader. And look at this thing, isn't this thing cool? This thing reminds me of AK laminate, like a Soviet AKM or an AK-74 stock. It's machined out of laminated wood. It's good for AKs, AR-15s, Ruger Mini 14s, AUGs, 5.56, 5.45, 223, 7.62, 7.68. 6.8, 25-45 Shark, 6.5 Grendel, 204 Ruger, 224 Valkyrie, 300 Black. Any of those, in any of the magazines that goes, we're going to test that out here. Okay, first of all, I'm going to time myself loading all these different magazines by hand, and then we'll compare those times with the Podavich loader. And what I did learn right away and quite quickly was that, loading this many mags by hand leads to a sore thumb. But we all know that any of us that do shooting rifles or pistols, loading magazines can give sore thumbs. All the times are right in the mid-50s, just FYI. Some of them are easier to load than others. Here we have the Podavich loader here. You can see it just zips and it's faster. Right here we're loading 5, 6, 7 seconds faster than what it took to load it by hand. It's not a ton faster loading with the Podavich loader, but is a heck of a lot funner. It's kind of cool just to push them all in like that. It's fun. It's fun to load that way. All those others were sped up 10 times. This is loading it in real time, just to see how you do it. I kind of learned how to do it while I was watching the video, while I was making this video. And it's kind of best if you kind of keep them with your left hand, kind of keep the stack going till it's all the way to the mag. Otherwise, they can twist around in the wood there. There's no way around that because the rounds do want to do that by themselves. If you kind of hold it like I'm doing here, then you'll be much more efficient. You'll be 10, 15 seconds faster loading the mag this way than you will be loading it the old school way. Okay, here's some of the features of this. You can see these notches over here. These are for inserting the various AK magazines. For the AR magazines, you have to actually hold the magazine, but it's not hard to do at all. This is a magnet, and there's a magnet on the other side of this, so this stores very easily and stays back there. You can see it kind of clicks back in there. So that'll stay put when you're loading all the rounds, and this won't kind of get in your way. And then when you do push this is actually quite smooth to push. Another thing, they have rubber feet on the bottom. 2 feet there and these 3 bigger feet there for the multi-magazine, multi-caliber loader, and then a big foot there and a really big foot there for the 308 caliber magazine loader. It really helps it stay on the surface. I didn't have any problem with these things sliding. It would be kind of harder to load, I think, if they slid around, but they don't slide. They stick to the surface of the table pretty well. I'm quite impressed. I doubt that anybody's using this in battle, but maybe Ukrainian SF is using this to just load magazines during training. I can certainly see that, because this is much easier and faster and cooler and funner to load than just by hand. I purchased a competitor to the Povadich, or Podovich, whatever he wants to call it, a few years ago. This is made by Plate Design Corp. I purchased this off the internet. I don't like it nearly as well. It does have a slot. This is only for 5.56 AR-15, nothing else. It does have that little magazine groove in there, so it does hold the magazine in there. But this tray is really too small to do anything with. I got the wrong cartridge. And there's also nothing to push the cartridges in with. It's slick on the bottom, it's slick on the top, so it moves around when you're trying to use this. So so I don't use this at all anymore. Even before I got this new one, but this new one has fixed all the deficiencies that I found with this one. I used this for a couple times at the range. It's too slick, it doesn't hold enough rounds, there's nothing to push. It doesn't work for anything else but AR-15 magazines. When I'm at the range, I'm shooting probably 7.62 by 39, also 5.45 by 39 or something. So even if all I ever shot was 223 5.56, I don't like this. I like that wooden one by the Ukrainian guy a ton better. So here I'm loading the Magpul 308 mag. And then the Lancer. The Lancer's a lot tougher to load than the Magpul mag is. My thumb got a lot sore. Here's the speed loader. And then here's real time using the speed loader with the Magpul 7.62 with 51 mag. A heck of a lot easier and a heck of a lot funner to load it with this Podovich loader than loading it by hand. And it works really well. Really smooth to load this way. Only 5 seconds faster, but a heck of a lot easier and no pain on the thumb. Final thoughts, these things work. They work well. They are measurably faster than loading by hand, and you don't get a sore thumb. But besides that, they're just cool. The laminated wood, reminds me of AK furniture. It is simple, like an AK. It's reliable, like an AK. I like them. I really like them. Podovich.com. Check them out. Thank you for watching. Appreciate all the shares, likes, subscribes. And if you have something like this or you want to make some comments, please post them down below. Let's talk about it below. And as always, have a great day.